You are avoiding me, Brooke. I not only called you from New York, I called last night and got your babysitter. Didn't you get my messages?
Yes, I got them, and yes, I have been avoiding you because I don't want to hear any of your "I told you so" messages about Gilles.
Isn't it all what I called you about?
Well, good, because I don't want to rehash my relationship with him. I was extremely upset by his death, and I do not want to hear him criticized.
Darling, I didn't come here to speak ill of the dead. I came out of concern for you.
Well, that's a very familiar ploy. Usually your concern means that you're getting ready to give me some advice.
What's wrong with a little good advice?
Nothing, except I don't want to hear it right now, all right? I'm upset. I just want to be left alone.
Well, now, you listen to me. The reason why you're in such a state is because you agreed to do this terrible series about Gilles' life and death in that dreadful National Intruder.
I don't want to talk about that either.
Well, you are going to hear about it. Now, sweetheart, this is not in any way a criticism of Gilles, but to involve yourself back in his life and death like this is just exasperating your nerves.
I have signed a contract, all right? It was my decision, and I am abiding by it.
But why do you want to abase yourself this way? Why do you want to disgrace yourself and your little daughter? I mean, is it for the money? If you won't take a loan from me, then take it from Tom.
No, it's not just the money.
Well, then what for? What reason?
I don't want to tell you, all right?
Why won't you tell me?
Look, don't push me, because I'm going to fight you. And I'm sure you don't want an ugly scene between the two of us, do you?
No, I certainly don't. I also see that I can't reach you. All I can possibly do is stand by and watch you destroy yourself.
Hello.
Hi, Brooke, it's Cliff. Listen, I just got the lab reports on that stain that you asked me to look into. Your suspicions were right. It's human blood, and it's very recent.
Is it Gilles' blood type?
Oh, no, it's definitely not.
That's what I was afraid of.
Brooke, look, I did this as a favor to you and not asking any questions. Now I want some answers. What is going on?
Only when she gets... Yes, thank you, Mrs. Gurney.
Daisy's still asleep.
I want her back in this house where she belongs.
Palmer, leave it. She'll come home when she's ready to
She's in no shape to know what she wants to do. You and Sloan go over and get her and bring her back here right now.
Palmer Cortland, for heaven's sake, don't you fall apart now.
I really can't stand this. I want Daisy back the way she was. And I'll do anything to make that happen.
You cannot make things happen all the time. When are you going to learn that? Daisy feels the way she does, for heaven's sake, because she's been made to feel an outsider in her own home.
Well, is that my fault? Done everything I could to make Nina realize that Daisy is her mother, and if she doesn't do that soon, I'm afraid of what Daisy might do.
Tell me exactly what's going on.
I can't. Not until I know more. So according to the lab, the stain does not match Gilles' blood type.
Oh, it's definitely not. I've got the lab report right here. That's his autopsy. It says his blood type, O positive. Here's the report from the blood stain that you gave me. A positive.
Exactly how old is the blood?
What says right there? Couldn't be more than 48 hours old. Brooke, tell me, what is going on here?
I guess I do owe you an explanation. It can't go any further than this room.
Oh, come on. Of course it won't.
I found the blood stain in Gilles' hotel room. And according to the findings of your lab, it's Tom's blood type, A positive.
Oh, good morning. Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Cortland. I hope I didn't startle you.
No, it's all right.
Can I get you any breakfast?
No, I don't think so. You know, I'd love a cup of tea, though.
Oh, fine. I'll get one.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Cortland called, and he said he would like you to call him as soon as possible.
Oh,
I'll get the tea.
thanks.
Mrs. Corbin! Up! Oh, my goodness. Palmer, no, I know my daughter, and she is not self-destructive.
Oh, no, she's eating herself up with guilt.
Well, if she is...
I'm sorry.
No, darling, that's all right. What is it?
I thought it might help if I asked Daisy to go for a walk with me this morning, but she's not in her room. Has she gone shopping or something?
Excuse me, I'll get that. Portland, eh?
Where is she?
Oh, she spent the night at Cliff's, taking care of Bobby. Cliff had to work late, and Mrs. Gurney had a previous engagement.
Oh, I see. That was nice of her.
Who was that, Myra?
Personal call.
Oh, Father. I just hate myself. I should be the one there with Bobby, not Daisy. When am I going to get better so that people don't have to cover for me anymore?
You mustn't blame yourself.
But
It's
I
like-
do. I do. I blame myself entirely. I've been given every chance in the world to recover, and yet I haven't. And I feel so guilty that I can't be a mother to that little boy.
One day you will be.
I am so sick of hearing that, Father. I need it to happen now. I need to feel like my life has some purpose, that I'm not just useless and helpless and a burden to everyone.
Nina, please, Nina.
You just can't help her with this. So let her go. That was Mrs. Gurney. She said Daisy was there and she left.
Why? What happened?
Well, she doesn't know that either. She said she went in to make a pot of tea or something and Daisy flew out of the door.
I knew that, but I told you that would happen. Where on earth could she have gone?
Well, hopefully she'll be coming right back here.
Well, we can't go on hopes, Myra.
Wait. What are you going to do?
I'm going to report her missing. That's
You
what
are
I'm gonna-
not. Now, you can't send a posse after her. Let her come home on her own.
Myra, my whole life is falling apart. I can't do a thing about it.
Okay, so it matches Tom's blood type. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything. It just has me worried about him, that's all.
Oh, wait a second. Somebody could have checked into Gilles' room after the accident.
No. I bribed one of the maids to let me in, and she said the room had been closed off to everybody since the accident.
What do you mean closed off? By the police?
No, by the hotel manager. He just didn't want any adverse publicity by, curiosity seekers in here.
Are you just snooping around there to write this article?
That's how it started, but, I can't do anything with this information if Tom really is involved.
You honestly think Tom is involved?
No, I don't. There are just a lot of facts that have me worried about him, that's all.
Oh, okay, fine. What are the facts?
He hated Gilles. He hated him, for what he did to me. He said in public that he wanted to kill him at the goalpost in front of a lot of people.
That doesn't prove anything.
I know it doesn't prove anything. I'm just trying to tell you why I'm upset when you told me that the
Okay.
blood stain matched Tom's blood type.
Okay, fine. Give me the other facts.
He had a very convenient excuse for where he was the night that Gilles died.
You talked to Tom about this?
I couldn't ask him directly, but he swore to me that he was nowhere near the Valley Inn. He said he'd had a blackout, an alcoholic blackout. Who am I to not take his word for it?
Okay, Brooke, listen to me. The police investigated this whole thing. They don't make these decisions offhand. They determine the cause of death as an accident.
I have full confidence in the police, but I found that blood stain in Gilles' room behind the lamp. So it's obviously they overlooked it, right?
Okay, this is all circumstantial evidence. It is, Brooke. It doesn't prove that Tom didn't, and it certainly doesn't cover the fact there could have been any number of people that went through that room that night.
But you have to admit there are certain things that have happened that make it look like it wasn't just a drunken fall from a balcony.
Why don't you tell Detective Young about this?
No, I don't want to do anything that is going to railroad Tom.
It's not for you to decide, Brooke. That's for the courts to decide.
Police could have been done this investigative work,
Okay, so you're trying to clear Tom, right?
He's innocent until he's proven guilty. Since I'm the one who sort of uncovered all this circumstantial evidence, then I have to be the one to either find out that he's involved or to find evidence that's going to clear him, totally.
What are you going to do if after you find out everything, the finger still points at Tom?
If there's evidence that shows that without a shadow of a doubt that he's involved, then I guess I'll just have to go to Detective Young and fill him in.
Look, I know you're writing this whole article about Gio. Are you putting any of this stuff in there?
I'll have to worry about that when the time comes.
Good luck.
Okay, listen, thank you for doing the work, and thank you for being a sounding board for me.
You gonna be all right?
Yeah. I'll give you a call, okay?
Okay. Yeah, come in.
I'm sorry to bother you. I've just got to talk to you.
It's all right. Sit down. Sit down.
I left your house this morning and I was so upset. I went to see Dr. Stone. And but she wouldn't talk with me. She sent me to some other doctor.
Yeah, that's right,
because
Dr. Bryant.
Yes. I don't know Dr. Bryant. I just feel like I was just handed over, like I've been deserted, and I'll never be able to help Nina. Oh, Cliff, please, I can't lose her. You gotta help me, please.
You're not gonna lose her. It's okay. It's okay. You're not gonna lose her. I promise.
Am I in the way here?
No, not at all. Listen, Dr. Stone did say it's going to take some time. If you want to go downstairs and get some coffee.
Daisy said that I should wait here for her.
Okay.
Are you sure that this is the right thing to do?
Mr. Cortland, Dr. Stone cannot handle Daisy. She's Nina's doctor. She's equipped Dr. Bryant with all the necessary information.
See if she can only get through to her and just make her understand that, well, that she just mustn't feel any guilt because none of this is her fault.
No, it's not.
Cliff, I know now what I put you through trying to come between you and Nina, because now it's very possible I could lose my wife.
Is this an apology?
Listen, I did what I did because I thought it was best for my daughter if you got hurt in the process.
Well, it didn't matter, did it? I was never good enough for your daughter, was I?
Well, they say that you get what you deserve. I suppose I had this coming to me, but I can't undo it. I'd give my life if I could undo it. And I'm going to spend my life with this, and if that gives you any satisfaction...
I'm not looking for satisfaction, Mr. Cortland. I'm not looking for revenge. I just want my wife back.
Well, that's what I want, Cliff. You know, I can't go without her. She's my one safe haven. She's the only one person I could go to for any comfort.
For forgiveness?
I can't lose her. I can't let what happened to Nina happen to Daisy. They're the only two people in my life that I really loved. And I don't know what it is, what's in me that drives me to destroy anything that's really good in my life.
Daisy needs you right now.
What can I do, Cliff, to help her? Just please tell me. What can I do?
Good situation. What do you really think?
How on earth could I be objective, honey? You're my granddaughter.
I know.
Daisy's my daughter. I can't bear to see either one of you in pain.
I've tried. I really have. Not as much as I should have. But I just haven't been able to feel as close to her as I know I should.
Honey, that's understandable. For all the years that you can remember now, you thought your mother was dead. The years when you got to know her again and to love her, they're blocked out. Just a very complex situation.
And I've handled it so badly.
You have not. You've handled it with grace and courage as much as anyone could.